You can't force me to do anything.
You think? Shit, bro.
I asked for a lawyer, brother. You can't do that.
You can come right now.
If y'all gonna try to quarantine me or whatever, you can't force me to put anything in my arm. You cannot do that. It doesn't work like that.
Gotta do a workup on you, dude.
It doesn't work like that.
But you're sick, man.
But it doesn't work like that. How do you know I'm sick? You haven't even done a test on me.
You coughing already.
You won't let me do a test from you.
How do you know I'm sick? You haven't even done a test on me.
They try to do a test on you. In order to do a test, they got
to work like that. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. Please leave me alone, bro.
Not until you get on the bed.
I'm not getting on the bed.
Help us, man. Help me out, bro.
It doesn't work like that, bro. Anybody know a lawyer, bro?
It don't work like that, bro.
This is my work ID. I work for Well Cornell Medicine on 68th in York. I do comparative pathology research. We deal with biohazardous materials and radiation particles. We inject animals like rhesus monkeys, rats, and mice with diseases and radioactive agents. 2 weeks ago, when I went to work, I noticed the security guards were in Tyvek hazmat suits and they were armed, which is not normal. But I didn't pay it any mind. I go upstairs to work, I clock in. My boss is like, yo, listen, you're not needed, but we need you to surrender your Geiger counter. My Geiger counter was attached to my ID because we deal with radiation emissions in my department on the 7th floor, which is the only department that deals with radiation. But they wanted me to surrender my Geiger counter. When I left work, the only people that were left in my building's facility were the scientists, the professors, the researchers, and security guards that were armed. It's not the virus that's getting people sick. It's 5G network from the radiation. And the reason why they have me surrender my Geiger counter is so if I'm in a proximity of people that have 5G networks, my Geiger counter is going to detect that I'm in a proximity of radiation. That's what's getting people sick. That's what's getting people with respiratory issues. That's why some people are dying. Now, my homie works for Verizon. He got a message via email from corporate instructing him and his 100-man crew to pump 5G network cables throughout the tri-state area, whether buildings or houses were abandoned or not. The letter said, if your crew gets sick, we'll send them home and you keep on working. Don't worry. When they say that the oil is short, you'll be first dibs to get the oil.
The oil you cure.
Exactly.
That's deep, bro. I'm glad you came on and told my audience that just now because, damn.
I've been trying to hit you up for a minute, man, because shit is real. And niggas don't really know what's going on. They believe in what the media is telling them. Just understand, whatever the media is saying they're going to do, they're not going to do. They're telling you they're going to give you $1,200 stimulus check for this money. How? When they say that the money is going to be contaminated. Then they're going to shut down the banks worldwide. How the fuck are you going to cash that check if you're quarantined and you can't leave and the banks are shut down? They're doing technology and manipulating the people to believe a big-ass fucking lie.
That's a fact. I believe so too, bro. And a lot of people is not aware of 5G and the health benefits of it. 5G is game over. It's frying us. So it's just like in Wuhan when that's the first place they really rolled out 5G.
Exactly.
And I believe here it was New York City, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Because in New York, look at the rates going up with people with coronavirus. Exactly. Now how they diagnosing all these people when they say they ain't got no test?
That has the coronavirus?
Right or wrong? Facts. Yo, you know what's crazy? The symptoms that they're saying is caused by this virus are the same exact symptoms from radiation contamination. They're talking about loss of taste, loss of smell, hair loss, vomiting, diarrhea. Pretty soon they're going to say a new symptom is blood in your stool and blood in your urine, constant parchness, that you'll have an unquenchable thirst because radiation boils the water molecules in your brain, in your respiratory tract, and in your reproductive system. So don't be surprised when this shit disappears and 10 years later it comes back, because that's what's going to happen. You're sterile and you can't produce. There was a movie called Children of Men or The City of Men.
Children of Men, right.
Where a war came out, and for years, no one was able to reproduce. But one woman gave birth to a baby, and it changed the world. These niggas are literally acting out scripts from movies and fictional books to instill fear and in the media propaganda. Fear is the lowest vibration, and that also weakens your immune system. And when you're scared, the adrenochrome that's in your blood makes your blood pump faster, harder, and stronger, which is what the pedo bloodsuckers need in order to be young again. Which is why they're also saying that kids are getting infected and they're going to mandate or force inoculate the vaccine on niggas. The FDA takes 1.5 years to approve of a vaccine. Why within 3 months of the year, all of a sudden they have this vaccination ready to be mandated, forced on you? Whether you say yes or no, they're going to